topics which we will be studying in this particular semester. Okay, so in today's class, we can start with the first topic, age and calendar puzzle. Okay, uh, okay, so I hope the screen is visible to everyone. So today we are going to see this particular question in today's class. Okay, I'll be explaining the method, how to solve this particular topic, the method, and what are the things which you must remember before solving a question. Okay, and along with this, I'll say we are going to follow a particular method. Why we need to follow only that method? Okay, how to pick up the clues for solving a question. Okay, how to do that. So everything I'll be explaining in this one particular problem itself. Okay, I don't want to waste time on explaining a separate the basics on one class and then some methods in another class. I don't want to waste it. Instead, if I give you problems, if I solve problems along with you, this will also be useful to you. Okay, so I just thought. If you are going to spend 1 minute for one question, so that is the ratio, 1 minute for one question. Okay, and you need to solve it all the 60 questions. But when you look at it practically, okay, you can't spend 1 minute on one question. Okay, because for example, if you have topics like analogy, okay, if you have topics like reading comprehension, and if you have topics like HCF, LCM, all these things does not even require 1 minute to solve a question. Once you look at the question, within 30 seconds or less than that, you can mark the answer. You will get to know. Okay, wherein some topics, for example, your puzzle question or your seating arrangement question, okay, or in France, if you say in a problem so based on trains, okay, problem based on trains, calculating the distance speed based on the poles. So those kinds of questions will not, you can't solve it or will not end within 1 minute. You require more time to solve those kinds of questions. So here, it is not necessary that 1 minute will be enough for one particular question. It is said as an average that 1 minute is required for one question, but there will be changes. Okay, so some questions will not require that much time. Some questions you need to spend more time for solving. So one such question is illogical. One such type of question is logical. So here, puzzle. In logical it is puzzle. Okay. Here, as you read the question paper, you see a puzzle question. Okay. Take for instance, as you read the question paper, you see a puzzle question. Okay, as you see a puzzle question, what you must do? Once you see the puzzle question, first and foremost in this, you must read the question properly. Okay, you must read it and get to know what kind of question they have given. Whether they have asked you to find out the ages or the birth year of a person, or whether they have asked you to find out the floors on which the persons live, or whether they have asked you to arrange the sequence of the boxes, or whether they have asked you to arrange the persons in a seating arrangement. So first thing is you must understand what kind of question they have asked. Okay, so as soon as you see the question, you will get to know what kind of question or what kind of puzzle it is. For example, you are getting this question, which is there on the screen. If you're getting this question, as soon as you see the question, as soon as you see there the years, you will get to know it is a Asian calendar person. So within that minute itself, you must think about the framework, how we need to draw it. Okay, so here the Asian calendar person, you require a tabulation. Okay, for Asian calendar person, you require a tabulation. Okay, that includes everything. Your year, your age, okay, everything will be given you. Okay, so you require a tabulation. So after getting this, you have to read the question properly. Okay, so here the question is 8 persons are born in the same day of the same month in 8 different years: 1972, 1976, 1984, 1989, 1992, 1993, 1998 and 2000. So you have 8 different years, and they have said 8 persons are born in 8 different years. But what you have to look at here is you have to note this sentence, same day and same month. You have to note this sentence, which is important. Okay, so before going in depth, first I'll read the question and then we can go in detail. So 8 persons are born in 8 different years. Okay, their ages were calculated based on the year 2018. And then you have J was born in one of the odd numbered years. Only one person was born between J and R. Only 3 persons are born between U and S, who is younger than U. U is younger than P. T was born immediately after V. W is not elder than V. Okay, so these are the clues given in the question. Okay, so now what to be done is you need to split the question. Okay, first what you have to do is you need to split the question, okay, into 2. That is, you need to split the framework part and the clues part. So here you are going to split the question. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to split it like this: the framework part and the clues part. So if I'm going to split it into 2, first I'll complete with the framework and then I'll move into the clues. Okay, so likewise you need to split. It does not necessarily mean that you need to split it into 2. You have to imagine like splitting it into 2. Okay, first you have to make the framework. Only after making the framework you can mark the clues. Okay, so you have to imaginarily split the question into 2, first completing the framework. So when you will do the framework, you will have a rough paper and pen with you. Even though if you are going to attend it online, you will be provided with a rough paper and pen. So what you have to do, after reading the question in your rough sheet, okay, you have to split the question into 2 imaginarily, and in your rough sheet, after starting reading the framework, you need to draw the framework in the question. Okay, since I'm explaining to you in online, I'm using this word to explain everything to you. Okay, so I've split the question into 2. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this first part carefully. 8 persons are born in the same day of the same month in 8 different years. Okay, so here you need to note this particular sentence, the same day and same month. You need to note this particular sentence, same day and same month. So that is the meaning. So for example, if a person A is born on 4th of August 1972, the person B will also be born on 4th of August 1976. Only the years will differ, but their date and month will be same. That is the meaning for it. So in this case, your problem solving will be quite easy because the days and month does not matter. You don't need not have to worry about the days and months. For example, for instance, if the question says on the different days and different same day and different month, you have to find out another variable called month. But wherein in this question, since it is given same day and same month, we do not need to worry about the month and the days of it. Okay, month and the days of it. Now, so they are born in 8 different years: 1972, 1976. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a typewritten having 8 different rows. Since they have given 8 different years, I'm going to make 8 different rows. Okay, and then the question continues like the ages were calculated based on the year 2018. Okay? Based on the year 2018, the ages have been calculated. Okay, so keeping 2018 as a reference, okay, I'm going to calculate the age and then I'm going to leave it over there. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. So first I'm marking the framework. You have 8 persons and you need 3 columns because one is for year, one is for the age, and one is for the person. So you need 3 columns. So likewise, I'm going to put a tabulation over here. Okay, now I'm writing it as year, age, and person. Okay, year, age, and person. So I'm writing down the years. So I have written down all the different years. Now I'm going to calculate it. Since they have given the ages were calculated based on the year 2018, I'm taking this 2018 as a reference. So now I'm going to calculate, okay, the ages of the person. Here, the person is born. If a person is born on the year 2018, okay, then the person was born in 2000, the age will be 18. With respect to year 2018, the age is 18. 1998 means the age is 20. So I'm just subtracting 2018 from 1993. So if I'm subtracting, I will get 25, then 26, and then you have 29, then 34, 42, and 46. So now I have calculated the age of the person. Okay. Now the leftover box here is the person. So for that we need the clues that is given below. So with the help of the clues, we are going to solve this. So the first 3 lines is done. We have got, after reading the question, we have got the framework. We have marked the years and the age. Now going to the clues. Okay. What I will suggest is split the clues. Split the clues in point wise. It will be given in a paragraph, but you split the clues into point wise. So that why I recommend this is so that you won't leave out any of the clues. You will not leave any clues because due to nervousness, some students might leave some clues. Okay, because since they have a lot of questions to solve and lot of problems involved. Okay, if some problem does not go well in the previous question, they will carry out those things in their mind, and while solving this question, they might leave out some clues. In order to avoid those kind of mistakes, I recommend students to split the clues. That is, you have to split it imaginarily. Okay, please don't sit and write in your rough papers. Sit and write the clues in your rough papers. Please don't do that. Okay, your question will be there on the screen. Split the question into 2 imaginarily and also split the clues imaginarily. Okay, I'll say you how. Okay, for example, if I am a student, I'm going to solve this question. I'll be splitting the clues into points. How I'm going to do is in the rough sheet which I have, after getting the framework, after drawing this tabulation, after drawing this particular tabulation, okay, beneath it, I'm going to write it as clues, and then I'll just put one, okay, serial number one, and I'll read the first sentence. Jay was born in one of the odd numbered years. That is what is given here. I'll read the first sentence. Jay was born in one of the odd numbered years. Okay, so here, as I read the sentence, I look at the years. If you look over here, out of the 8 years, only 2 years will be odd numbered. Okay, that is 1989 and 1993. Only these 2 years will be odd numbered. So what I'm going to do, since I'm explaining on it, I'm writing it over there on the side of the clues itself. 1993 and 1989. In case if you're being a student and solving the rough paper, put serial number as 1 and write 1993/1989. Okay, so the first clue, the possibilities are 1993 and 1989. Go to the second point. Only one person was born between J and R. So what is the meaning? Between J and R, you have one person. Okay, if J was born in 1972 and R is born in 1984, you have 1976. A person who was born in 1976 is between them. That is the meaning. Okay, so you have J, one person is there in between them, so one space, and then you have R. The other possibility of this particular clue is they did not say, okay, who was born before and who was born after. Which means they did not mention who was elder or who was younger. Since they did not mention it, both of them, it can be J can be elder or J can also be younger. So in that case, R, okay, and then you have underscore and then J. So these are the two possibilities for this particular clue. Okay, this particular clue. So in the rough paper, I'll put 2, serial number 2, and then I'll write J space R or R space J. Okay, now go to the third clue. Only 3 persons are born between U and S who is younger than U. Okay, so you have 3 persons between U and S. Okay, but here, see, if you look at the sentence, compare it with the previous sentence, only 3 persons are born between U and S. If they have stopped, okay, if they have stopped within this, not considering this, don't consider this, if they have stopped within this, okay, then these two sentences are same. Yes, these two sentences are similar. But if you look at here, they have continued with who is younger than you, which means the who refers to the immediate person. Always remember, okay, in every question, in all the type of question, if you have a question like this, okay, who is younger than you, who resembles the person of someone, if it represents who, it will represent the immediate character. Okay, it will represent the immediate character. So here it represents the yes. Who is younger than you, which means yes is younger than you. The only possibility is you have you 3 spaces because you have 3 persons in between, and then you have yes. So in the rough paper I will mark it as 3 and then put U 3 slashes and yes. Here you don't have any other possibility because it is given very clearly. Okay. Now next, U is younger than P. So here they have given a simple clue stating U is younger than P. So here, which means P is elder and U is younger. That is the meaning. So P, after which only you will have U. That is the meaning. If I have to club these 2 points together, P and after which you have U, continuously you have yes, because S is also younger than U, which ultimately means that S is younger than P also. Okay, so P, I've clubbed these 2 points together. So the third point will be U, 3 spaces yes, and the fourth point will be P, U, and 3 spaces yes. Okay, the clue. The next clue is T was born immediately after V. Okay, so here you have to note this particular word, that is immediately. Okay, you have to note down this particular word. T was born immediately after V. So if you have a word immediately, then you must be very focused on it. Okay, the word immediately will comes means you must put right after them, right beside them, right down them, right up them. Okay, so here they have given T was born immediately after V, which means V and T will have an age difference of only 1 year. Okay, it will not be like V was born in 1972 and T was born in 2000. It will not be like that. If V was born in 1972, then T will be born in 1973. This is the meaning, immediately. So you have only difference of 1 year. So you can write it as V and T. Okay. The next. W is not elder than V. So here you have a clue. W is not elder than V. Here they did not speak anything using the word immediately. They did not mention anything using the word immediately. So W is not elder than V, which means W is younger. That's it. So V and then you have W. Okay, so this is the meaning. Okay, V and then W. So on the whole, for all the clues they have given here, we have written down the possibilities. So similarly, when you are solving using your sheets and paper, you will be marking it down. Serial number 1, serial number 2, serial number 3, and you will have written all these clues. Okay. So after by following this particular method, you will not miss out any clues. Okay, you will never miss out any clues. Even though however nervous you are, you will not miss out any of the clues here. Okay. Now after doing this, we are going to use these clues and solve it in the table. Okay. The first clue is J was born in one of the odd numbered years. So namely 1993 and 1989. So here you have two possibilities. Okay. So the method which we use to solve this particular problem is trial and error method. Okay. Why I prefer trial and error method is because you can use n number of possibilities at the same time. You don't have to spend one possible at one time and another possibility in another time. So you can use n number of possibilities in the same time. So if you look at over here in the first clue, you have two possibilities, 1992 and 1989. You have two possibilities. So I'm marking it down. I'm changing into case 1, and you have another case 2. Okay, so in case 1 I'm going to mark it as J over here. In case 2 and 1993 I'm going to mark J. This is the possibility. So the first clue is being done in the tabulation. I have marked down the possibilities on the respective spaces. So I am erasing it. I am striking it out. Please do follow this also. After marking the particular point in the tabulation, okay, strike it out so that you will not get confused whether you have done with it or not. Strike it out. This is first clue is done. Next is only one person was born between J and R. Okay, so between J and R you have only one person. So here you have two cases for J. Okay, and for one particular case of J itself you have two possibilities, which means your possibility is getting increased. The possibility is getting increased over here. For one particular J itself you have two possible cases. So your possibility is increased. So I'm putting in this case 1A. Here I am putting it as case 2A. Okay, so this is done. So in case 1A also, J will be at the same 1989 position, and case 2A, J will be at 1983. And you have to put R one above or one below. Okay, so I'm going to put R over here. 1976, leaving one position, and here leaving one position, I'm going to put R over here. Similarly, I'll be putting R one on the above. In other case, I'll put it in the below. So this is also done. This clue is also done. So I'm striking it out. Let's going to the third clue. Only three persons was born between you and this who is younger than you. We have got this clue, but we have clubbed this clue with each other. So U is younger than P. So we can make use of this clue to solve. If you use this clue and put U over here, for example, if you're giving U over here, okay, you will not have any space to mark P, because they have given the next clue that U is younger than P, so you should mark P over there. Okay, you will not have any space in marking U. The possibility is marking P over here. Okay, similarly, I'm following the same cases for all the cases, marking P in space of 1976. Now U is younger than P. They did not say it is immediately younger or something like that. They haven't mentioned anything about that. Immediately younger, elder, nothing like that. Okay, so they said U is younger than P. Since I have marked P in 1972, I need to mark U somewhere in such a position that all the clues have to be satisfied. Okay. And remember one thing, okay, whenever, so for example, you have R over here, you should not erase this R and put U, because you're moving in a particular flow. Okay, you're just moving on in a particular flow. During that particular flow, you should not disturb it. Since you have marked R previously, you should not disturb that. In the remaining spaces only, you should put the other possibilities. Okay, you should not disturb them. So the next is you have U. Okay, after three positions, 1, 2, and 3. After three positions, you have yes over here. Similarly, you're going to do for all the cases. Say for example, I'm giving U over here. After three position 1, 2, and 3, I have to mark yes, but you have R already. So in this case, you should not erase R and put yes. There is R already. There is a problem over there. So you cannot put U in this position. If I'm going to try it here. If I give U over here, after three spaces, I can put yes. Okay, and you can also try with other spaces. If I give U over here, you will not have space to put yes. It is given clearly that yes is younger than U. So you should put yes only below U. But if I give U over here in the 1992 position, you cannot place the yes, the variable yes. So this is the correct position for this case. Similarly, it is following in this also R and J. So it will be similar. U and then yes. Okay. And look at the case 2A. If I'm going to give U over here, 1. So for example, I'm giving U over here. 1, 2, 3. I have to put yes. But you already have J, which you should not disturb. So taking U here. If I take U here, 3 spaces, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm getting yes over here. Similarly, you can't take U anywhere here because you already have R and no spaces left below R. So the exact position of U and S is 1984 and 1998 respectively. Okay, so in all the cases, if you see, U and S are same without any changes. Okay, it is same. So out of 8 characters, we have marked 5 characters here. Okay, in the tabulation. So this clue is done, so I'm striking it out so that I will not get confused. Okay, now I'm going to take the next clue. A word immediately, which means, as I said, only 1 year difference is there between B and T. So if you look at the ages, if you calculate the ages between 72 and 76, you have 4 years difference. Between 76 and 84, you have 8 years difference. Before 84 and 89, you have 5 years difference. Before 89 and 92, you 89 and 92, you have 3 years. 92 and 93, you have 1 year. Okay, 93 and 98, you have 5 years, and 93, 98 and 2000, you have 2 years. Okay, so when you look at these years, you can see that between 1992 and 1993 only, you have only 1 year difference. So in that particular year only, you can put V and T. Okay, so you're going to put V and T over there. Okay, in 1992 you will have V, and in 1993 you have T. Okay, so with 1992 and 1993 you have the possibility of having V and T. If you look for the same in case 1A, case 2 and case 2A, you can mark V. Okay, you can mark V everywhere, but the provision for marking V is not there. T is not there because you have R, J and J, which means there is an issue, there is a problem in all these cases. Always remember, in a puzzle question, okay, the question will be framed in such a way that all the clues will be satisfied. You will not have any problem in solving any of these clues. All the clues will be satisfied properly. Okay, only in that case only we will consider as a right one. If there is any problem with any one of the clues also, then it will not be considered as the correct possible case for this particular question. So here all these case 1A, case 2 and case 2A are not giving you the right answer because there is a problem with this particular clue. Okay, there is a problem occurring over here, so you can't take this case as a right answer. Okay, so we can eliminate all these cases. And one more thing which you must remember is, okay, one more thing is, whenever you are solving a puzzle question, as you proceed with the clues, okay, the possibilities might increase. For example, if you look at in this case itself, okay, J was born in one of the odd numbered years. If you look at this case itself, you have two possibilities, 1993 and 1989. And then if you go for the next clue, the possibility got increased into 4. Okay, two more possibility arrived, so your possibility might increase. In this trial and error method, your possibility might increase, but as soon as you proceed with the question, proceed with the clues, okay, if you proceed with it properly, your possibility will not get increased. As you proceed, it will get decreased. So when you look at here with this particular clue, it is very clear that the other 3 cases are wrong, so your possibility got decreased. Okay, so if at the starting, at the beginning, okay, at the beginning initially, when you started to solve the problem with help of the clues, the possibility might increase, but as you proceed, and also if you proceed properly in a right way, okay, then your possibility will get eliminated. By this itself you can understand that you are moving in the right track. Okay, only if your possibility is increasing but it is not getting decreasing, then it is clearly known that your problem is wrong. Okay, Sai sir. Okay, so between B and T you have 1993 and 1993. Okay, so as your possibility is not getting decreased as you proceed, if the possibility is not yet decreased, then you can understand that this you're moving in a wrong way. You have to redo it. Okay, and then the last point is W is not elder than V. You have only one space left where you can put W, and if you read the clue also, W is not elder than V. Okay, so which means W is younger. So as per the tabulation also, V is 26 in age and W is 18 in age, so which is younger. Okay, so all the clues has been solved. So the correct answer for this particular puzzle is given on the table. Okay, P is born in 1972 and the age is 46. R born in 1976 and the age is 42. U born in 1984 and the age is 34. J born in 1989 and the age is 29. B born in 1992 and the age is 26. T born in 1993 and the age is 25. S born in 1998 and the age is 20. W born in 2000 and the age is 18, which was calculated based on the year 2018. So the correct persons who are born in the correct ages are as follows: P, R, U, J, P, T, S, and W. Okay, this is the correct answer for this question. Any doubts in this question? Any doubts in solving? Any doubts to anyone? No doubts in solving this question? Just one second. So there's no doubts from your side. Okay, so considering that, I'm going to give a question for you, okay, as a homework. Okay, do this homework, and while coming for the next class, okay, I want everyone to show me, okay, whether you have done with this homework or not. While coming for the next day, order 5, I want everyone to show me, okay, whether you have done with it or not. Like, even if you get the wrong answer, it is not a problem, but it is very important that you must make an attempt to solve a problem. Okay, so in puzzle itself, it is very clear that only you can solve this question in a less number of times. So since I'm explaining this particular question with you with all the methods and all, it has taken me nearly half an hour to 40 minutes to explain this problem to you. Okay, but if you are practiced well, if you know how to take up the questions, okay, how to solve it, if you know all these clues, everything, if you know everything properly, okay, and if you know everything properly, then you can solve this particular question, okay, in less than 5 minutes. Okay, you can do it. Since, because why I'm saying is because you need to find out only one variable, that is the respective persons in the respective year. You need to find only one variable. If the problem gets elongated, that is, in case if they're asking you to find two variables at the stretch, along with the persons, you have to find out the month in which they are born. Along with the person, you have to find out the books which they have. If the question is getting elongated with 2 to 3 variables, then it will be complicated again. That is you require more time to solve a particular question, and that also you can solve it in less amount of time by following particular method, by seeing those kinds of questions. So the upcoming next 3 to 4 classes we will be seeing the Asian calendar person only. So by following those kinds of questions, you can understand even how after taking various variables also you can solve it easily. Okay, so you can do that. We will solve those type of questions in upcoming classes. Okay, so you must be very clear on this particular question. If you have to find only one variable, then you can solve it in a lesser amount of time. Now I'm going to scroll down the screen. Okay, you have a question over there. Take a screenshot of the question or mark it or whatever it is, or write it or whatever it is. Write down while coming to the next class. That is in the same day order 5. Coming to the next class, I want everyone to complete this particular question. Okay, even if it is wrong, it is not a problem, but I want you guys to make an attempt to solve this particular question. Okay, you always have to make an attempt to solve this particular question. Okay, so make a note of it. So in the next class, first we will solve this question, the homework question, and then we can move for the next type of question. Okay, so this is the question for which you need to solve it as a homework. Take a screenshot of this question, okay, and then try to complete it before coming to the next class. Take a screenshot of it. Okay, so if you have any doubts, okay, I'm here. You have 5 minutes more. Okay, it's 10:40. You have 5 minutes more. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. If not, you can leave. We can see in the next class. Thank you. Kindly take a screenshot of this question, and while coming to the next class, try to complete it. Try to complete this question.